Hey, it's your boy Sid. It's your boy Dis. We in here together. Thoughts from your boy. Check us out. Peace. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Dysfunctional.
I'm your boy Sid, aka Mr. Let's Talk.
Alright, so in case you missed it, we kind of doing sort of a reaction recap. On the last live, we talked about what would you rather do, cry in a Honda Civic or cry in a Maybach? Basically saying that being in a Maybach, you're in a relationship, y'all are wealthy together, the person is disrespecting you and cheating on you, and you stay in the Maybach. You stay with your perks and your bells and your whistles. Or you go, cry in your Honda Civic, be single, and start all over again. Go ahead.
Okay, so with that being understood, right, with that line of thinking already being in your head, right, we want to talk about the video that's viral right now of the woman who went to the singles mixer for black people, right, and only black women showed up. Now, keep in mind the idea of crying in the Honda Civic or crying in the Maybach. Now, let's fast forward. The woman is at the singles mixer and she goes live or recorded or whatever. And she says, OMG, look at this, y'all. It's only women here, there's no men. And she pans her phone around. So what we want to break down today is, how does that look? What are some of the thoughts, some of the people who were there? What are your personal thoughts? How do you feel about that? Do you think that this is the new trend? This is the new wave? This is the way that it's going to be? Or do you think that that was just an anomaly? Maybe the promoter didn't promote the event correctly. You know, maybe...
In Atlanta.
In the ATL.
Most things are promoted overly.
I think so. I think so too.
So I think it was an anomaly. But the type of women that were probably there were probably not your average run-of-the-mill women. They probably were your independent, high-status women. So men get bashed enough by the high independent status woman, they probably just felt like, let's veto this trash. For the simple fact that, like, we already know walking in the door, we're not going to be good enough for your standards, whatever they may be, or we won't be respected because we don't earn what y'all earn. So if we just don't show up, it'll have a bigger impact message than if we do show up.
Okay. Do you think it, or could it be men are just not willing to put up with it no more?
It could be that.
With the stress of possibly being embarrassed, being curved, you know what I'm saying, being ridiculed, being talked down to.
It could definitely be that.
You know, because a lot of men just don't want to deal with it no more, and it's not. I don't think it's the case of not being able to handle rejection, because most men have been getting rejected our whole life. I just think it's a case of getting tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you be like, you know what? Hypothetically, I don't want to go to McDonald's on the west side.
Right.
I'm tired of that BS that come with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of it. Not that you scared of anybody, or you know what I'm saying.
So you think it's more that they're tired of the situation?
I think that certain men are just tired of it. They're tired of the attitudes. They're tired of the unrealistic expectations. You know what I'm saying? They just tired of it. And some people aren't willing to deal with it anymore.
Okay. Especially
like you said, when you're dealing with a city where the women are known to be independent.
True.
They known, so they're gonna be more over the top. That's interesting though, man. For real, that's really interesting. It says a lot. It shows that our community got a lot of work to do.
Whole lot.
It shows that.
If nothing else.
Yes, if nothing else. And what I didn't understand was, because I was reading some of the comments, a lot of them in the comments somehow always flipped it back to black men. It was black men's fault, and no black men showed up. It's our fault. Could you imagine if KFC said that? They came up with some new chicken, nobody bought it, and they start blaming the consumer? It's y'all fault y'all not buying this chicken. What? So it's our fault. It's the consumer's fault that nobody's buying your product. How about you come up with a better product? Upgrade your product. Make your product more appealing to the consumer who's buying said product.
But I think with the women part, I think as far as our question goes, I think they're stuck in Honda Civics. And they're driving Honda Civics with rims on it, but it's still a Honda Civic. You know, they want to be in a relationship because, like you said, most of the society is built on two people income. But from a friend of mine telling me about the Bible and whatnot, I'm not saying like I don't know about the Bible, but men were put here to have a mate. And if women are men and men are becoming, I guess, women, they're not chasing hard enough to you.
Yeah. But you know, that goes back to what we were saying about the whole chasing, cat and mouse. Women are not being mice anymore. You
True.
see what I'm saying? It's like,
or they don't want to get caught. So it's like, why chase you? If you can run up the tree like a squirrel, and I run up the tree behind you, you can jump and fly, and I can't. Why would you do that if you want me to catch you?
Right. Because that was the whole thing of you know, like the cat and mouse game. Cat and mouse game was the cat know he gonna chase the mouse, but he know he gonna catch it.
Eventually.
The mouse know that it's gonna get caught. That's part of the game. The mouse is just gonna run until it don't want to run anymore. You know what I'm saying? They be like, okay, catch me. But nowadays you have women who want to be the cat, quote unquote. We talking about the cat and mouse, so don't think I'm, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so now you got women who want to be the cat, and you expect the men to be the mice. And it's like, first of all, we don't even know how to be that because it's out of order. It's not natural. That's out of order. So automatically, problem comes in right there. You can't have two cats, meaning a female that want to be the cat in the cat and mouse game, and a male that want to be the cat in the cat and mouse game. That's not gonna work. Like we was talking about before the other day.
But even if the mouse chase the cat, that won't work.
Right, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It's not natural. That's out of order. And because the mouse can't chase the cat, so what ends up happening is the woman eventually becomes the cat, and the man becomes the mouse. You see what I'm saying? So it's almost like on some reverse type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, and once again, that's out of order too. That's unnatural. It don't work like that, or it shouldn't work like that. In the natural order of things, the mouse knows it's going to get caught by the cat. It wants to get caught, but it just wants to make sure that the cat is going to be in pursuit and chase it long enough to know that it's actually being chased. And then when it feel like, okay, the chase done went on long enough, because the cat eventually knows I'm going to catch the mouse, he's going to give up.
Right.
And the mouse knows he's going to catch me, I'm going to give up. It's a game. Right. It's a game. But if you ain't playing this game correctly, which is why people always tell you got to know about this game,
but
then
they all can't be done.
You mess things up.
Somebody got to be a goose.
That's true. It's true, but then you go to the single thing that we talking about, right? And you got a bunch of mice. Figuratively speaking, I don't want y'all to think we calling them mice, but I'm just saying, once again, talking about cat and mice. You got a bunch of mice out there, and no cat willing to chase them, because the cats know they don't want to be chased. You see what I'm saying? They not gonna play the game. They want to be the cat. They want me to be the mouse. And men like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. I'd rather go over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where they have a different set of mice that want to play the traditional game, that want to be caught. And that's what's happening. That's really what's happening right now. You know what I'm saying? For real, you see it. I just thought about something else. They was talking. One of the comments under there said something to the extent of men are going other places. You know what I'm saying? And once again, they're talking about black men. Black men are going other places. So
how far would that be?
If black men are going other places, right? Are the other places that black men going? Are there men coming to replace us? You know what I'm saying? Like basically, are they coming to the black women?
No.
So nobody is dealing with the black woman.
But I still love y'all.
I do. I absolutely do. But once again, we're talking about the current dating market. We're not talking about even the ones people who watching this, which is probably our age group. We're talking about this current dating market, the ones who have this outrageous standard. It's outrageous where they don't even meet it. They don't even meet half of it. So why would you try to get a man to meet these outlandish standards at such a young age? At such a young age. Everybody's not going to be a rapper. Everybody's not going to be an athlete. Everybody's not going to be Bitcoin or Forex or with a tech guru. 95% of the men that y'all meet, young ladies, are going to be working class men. Punching the clock 9 to 5, and y'all think that he's supposed to make 6 figures, or y'all ain't supposed to holler at him, or he broke. Just eliminated more than half of the potential suitors for you.
True.
You see what I'm saying? You just eliminated more than half. He could be a good dude, but he don't make 6 figures.
Money don't make you.
Right. And
money just allows you to buy nice things for a temporary time.
And let me throw this out there too, because this is a number that I know they don't know. Do y'all know on average it only takes $60,000 to pay all of your bills and live comfortable in this country? 60. Look it up, y'all. It's a verifiable fact. Look it up. $60,000, right? Which on average, 2 people both working make more than $60,000 together, which is why on average 2 people who live together, man and wife, is good. You see what I'm saying? They're comfortable, because $60,000 is what it takes to live comfortable in the United States. 60. And I ain't talking about where you can take 2 trips a year. I ain't talking about all that. I'm just simply saying where all your bills are paid and you ain't got to stress. That's all I'm saying. With your paycheck and her paycheck, y'all can pay all the bills. All the bills off of 60. And this is according to the U.S. I don't want to say the wrong website, but yeah, it's a national website. So 60,000, absolutely. And that's, like I said, we ain't talking about if you got a big ass balling ass $300,000 house.
I guess before we go, we should dive in on the crying in the Maybach part of it.
Okay.
So, like I said, you're being disrespected, cheated on, blatantly, in your face cheated on. Everybody around you know you've been cheated on. You're the joke of the town, but you got this wealthy spouse.
Mm-hmm.
So you can start all over, but if you stay in that Maybach, you stay in a situation and hope things get better, but you're wealthy. You got toys. You got all the bells and whistles. You got a way to maneuver. Even if you look crazy, you're looking better than everybody else around you. Looking crazy.
You have more resources to cushion the blow of somebody, of your spouse doing whatever they're doing, right? You see all the movies where the man is a gazillionaire. He got a trophy wife. She know what he's doing. He ain't really trying to hide it no more. But she ain't finna leave what she got, because she know that when he gone, jet set in the world, that's her mansion. That's her Bentley downstairs. That's her money. You see what I'm saying? When he gone, she like that. She like when he gone. She may not like what he doing, but she like when he gone, because now she run things. She the boss. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to answer to her, so she looking at it once again. I'm not giving all this up because I know he out there
messing with her.
Skirts. Yeah.
But you know,
as long as he don't bring it home.
You know, I know a lot of women that say something like that, and they even go as far as to say, "I'm not gonna get him up so he can treat the next woman better than he did me."
Right. Now, okay, that's you know what that made me think it is. If a man told them that from the beginning, would they accept it? Hey, I'll give you any and everything you want, but you just have to know that I'm gonna step out from time to time. I think that most women would accept that.
Yeah.
And they'll put their own conditions on it, like don't bring nothing, home, don't disrespect me, and you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be rules to it.
Right.
But if he told them I give you everything you want, any car, any house, any clothes, any purse, any bag, any shoe,
they'll do it.
They're gonna do it. Because that's what comes with being with an athlete or rapper or
entertainer.
Yeah. That's what comes with that. Like they said, Diddy is dating Young Miami.
He just discussed. He just had a speaking of him.
Mm-hmm.
He just discussed him dating Cassie
And
why things didn't.
The women should know by now. Diddy ain't finna marry nobody.
That's not true. He was finna marry Kim Porter again.
I mean, she was the only one, but she wasn't famous. I'm talking about the famous one that he dated.
She was famous.
I mean, she made her way up.
Right.
You know, Cassie and Young Miami. And
I think Cassie wanted a family. Diddy's at the point where he don't need to make no more children. All his children almost grown.
He strung her along for 10 years.
He did string her along.
10 years. Now, I will say this, though. She got just as much out of it because her music never pop. She had a couple hits that was okay, but her being with him is what kept her going. Kept her name out there.
It did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just...
But then, at the flip side of that, she got with the new dude, and less than a year of being with the new dude, she had a baby.
She was, like you said, she was ready to start a family and, you know, do her thing. And he was like, go ahead.
So we're not knocking either way it goes, but sometimes I guess it's better to start over and try something new to develop yourself better or develop your mind better. But to stay in a situation for finance and materialistic goods, it could be good on you for a while, but at some point that comes to an end too. But like if you go fix yourself, make yourself right, they can't ever take that away from you.
That's true.
So
that's true.
You know, me personally, I think at this point in my life, I'm tired of getting in that Honda Civic crying. So if I was given the opportunity to be in a Maybach, I might actually take it. Might. Because at the end of the day, I still might change my mind for the simple fact my dignity and my pride is too high.
My dignity and pride is too high to go back to the Maybach. I mean, to go back to the Honda Civic.
I hear you.
You know what I'm talking about? My pride is too high. My pride won't let me walk at that mansion. Sorry. Beat me. I beat. So no, I'm just playing, y'all. Just being silly.
Oh man.
No, but you know, yeah. If that's a good question, though. I like that question. I like that.
Like that question?
Yeah, I like that. It got a lot of open ends to it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just ain't no one answer and that's it. No.
I thought about that one a lot today.
I should go like this. You know, you're like, wait a minute, but
still going waiting on something.
Right, it just flip. And definitely you think you kind of got like a beat on it. Nope. Somebody throw whole nother question and then just twist everything around. You're like, oh, I didn't even look at it from that point.
True.
So the Maybach, a lot of them women who was at that singles thing, like I said before, figuratively, they in the Maybach crying. Figuratively.
Yeah.
But literally, they in a Honda Accord crying.
Because just because you can afford a Maybach, it's still no fun without somebody else being in there with you.
Right. That's the whole point of being rich. That's the whole point.
To share it with somebody.
You want to be able to share it with somebody. You want to be able to jet set around the world. Nobody wants to be, okay, I think it was Jeezy who said before he became popular as a rapper, he said, I had all the money, but nobody knew it. He said, I couldn't get in club free. I couldn't do nothing. Nobody knew me. I had all the money, but nobody knew me. That was one of the reasons I got into rap. I said, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because he had all the money. Nobody knew him, though. Okay, so, and like you said, it's just like when you have all the money, yeah, you can go to Cancun, you can go to all these places or whatever. But just think if you got somebody to make this memory with you, or even if you just bringing your partners and your homeboys with you. Nobody just want to have all this money and be by themselves. That's pointless. It's pointless to have all that money. You can't tell nobody. Yeah. Right, you can't spend it with your partner, like your homies, or you ain't got your lady friend who you can bring with you, or you ain't got no wife, like no kids or nothing. What's the point? What's the point? Who was you working that hard for? For yourself? To do what? Die with it? And you ain't never told nobody, you ain't never helped nobody, you ain't made no memories with nobody. That's the whole point of having money, because you want to buy a boat, or you want to buy a car, or you want to buy this and buy that and put the people in it with you.
To garner attention.
Right, man. I just went and bought a whatever. Man, come ride with me. Now you and your partner riding out. That's the whole point of having money. Or, bro, let's go to Egypt. Man, I can't afford that, bro. I got you. Come on, let's go. Oh, hell yeah, come on, let's go. Now you done made an experience. You made a whole memory. But shit, who want to go to those places by themselves? I mean, well, I guess a lot of people might go by themselves, but
no, don't like
I ain't trying to go by myself to none of them places. By yourself, you don't go to a romantic black sand beach by yourself with the hopes of meeting somebody. Get out of here. Like, it could happen.
You can meet a local.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, with the hopes of meeting, they hope they meet somebody.
You might get another tourist.
That local is going to be looking at you as a meal ticket to get out of there. Because most of them look at Americans as just like, hey, he going to get me out of here. Even if the place is nice. Even if it's nice. So...
You don't know their stories.
Right, exactly. It may be nice to us, but to them it's just like, man, right, I want to get up out of here. I know a lot of people who lived in California want to leave Cali, lived in New York, want to leave New York, but people are flocking to those two places right now. Flocking to those two places. But I know people who lived in both of them who left. You're looking at them right now. I mean, I'm just saying. Slow it down, I just tricked you.
But needless to say, Les, it's your choice. Neither one is wrong or right. But like you said, who makes money to just spend it on themselves?
Right.
Who builds a fortress to live in it alone?
Right.
I mean, Porsches maybe only meant to be driven with one or two people.
Right. Yep.
You know.
Good point.
They're not. Most people aren't buying Porsches, and if they are, they're buying a Cayman, the 4-door loan version with the family edition. Most cars come with 4-door for a family for a reason.
That's why that's the most popular
and
style.
And 2-door cars, 2 people.
And that's why they cost a little more. Yep, that's right.
With that being said, I think we touched it as best we could. Ask yourself that question. Sit down one day and say, hey, am I crying in a Honda, or am I crying in the Maybach? You might be surprised where you're at in life. And I'm your host, Dysfunctional World.
I'm your boy Said. Out of time till the next time. Let's talk. Peace.